YouTube. I hope this looks okay for you guys. I am traveling. I am in Portland, Oregon, wherever you say it. There we go. I can't really show you much. I'm in a hotel in between two places. So let me know in the comments if this is looking okay, so that you guys can see me. If it's like really bad, let me know, and then maybe we'll just stop doing this. But down here in Portland, or out here on the west coast, and I'm out here with Wazoo. I'm at the whatever it is, this West Coast Sportsmens Show here in Portland, Oregon, and just playing around with some fire starters the whole time I've been here, just demonstrating the Wazoo fire necklace for people and stuff, just like I do on my YouTube channel. So they invited me here, and I jumped on the plane that came out here last minute, and the Wi-Fi is horrible here. It's rubbish. So this week's video will be next week, which is good because I got some great stuff for you with harvesting food from the sea video on the 87 days series. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, did I get it at the right angle? I'm just playing around with my fire starter where I talked to you this morning. See if I can not spill my coffee. There it goes. Boom. Wazoo necklace. Which you guys already know I have on me all the time. Good morning. I got to meet some of you while I was out here, which was very cool. Thanks for stopping by, all of you that stopped by at the booth and stuff. It was good chatting with you. And yeah. So this week's video, sorry, will not be until next week. I'll do a vlog probably Wednesday morning of all my traveling, like flying out here and stuff. And I got a really exciting video that I came up with. I'm gonna do, I gotta say this right or it's gonna sound horrible, a mile-high EDC pocket dump on the plane. So I'm gonna so that way I can show off, because I got tons of this stuff that Wazoo is giving me, which is all plane friendly. Speaking of planes, there goes the plane right there. So I got tons of the stuff that, as well as my GrimWorks stuff and all my little survival kit and my everyday carry that can go on the plane. Some really neat things to show you guys. And so I'm gonna do a video on the plane like that. Alright. No video today. I am sorry. I am traveling, and I couldn't get the editing and then the uploading and the internet junk here. So I'm just gonna wait till next Sunday on that one, but I'll put out some good stuff in the middle of the week this week. I got some really cool things for you. I'll get that EDC on the plane video out after that I'm filming on the way home, and so yeah, that should be fun. And the vlog about this trip out here, as well as I filmed some other stuff recently that'll be popping up soon. So getting back into it. Should be 3 videos a week by the end of this week and stuff. So how are you guys all this morning? How's your bracelet with Wazoo coming? The bracelet, that's coming along. My bracelet, I got all the parts for it the other day, all of those, the fire buckles and everything, and the slingshot band, and everything's ready. So I just have to put that together and finish filming the last little bit. I've already filmed the part of the video where I disassemble the bracelet. Now I just got to film the finalizing of assembling it with the right parts, and put that video up too. So I've got a lot of stuff that I've filmed, like 90% of, and it's exciting, because now it's going to be just put the videos together and start cranking videos out like I was before Christmas. Thank you. If you got question marks, make sure you leave double question marks for me, so that I know that it's a question, so I don't skip over you or something. Hey man, did you get the beer hangers is sent you yet? I don't. I haven't been home for a couple days, so I don't know when it was sent. So I don't believe so. No. we got going on here? Sunday morning live. Oh man, talk about jet lag. Holy cow. The cool stuff of the show. This is like a primarily, it's been fishing. It's a fishing show. I did have some fun, and you'll get to see it in the vlog this week. I made a slingshot at the show, and I was lighting fires out of the air with cotton balls, throw them up, and like catch them out of the air. That was fun. And I made a slingshot at the show, and then we went over to the Daisy. There's a Daisy booth for shooting. I don't know, some truck company or something like that has it, and to draw people in. And so they were shooting the pellet guns, the Wazoo guys, and I was shooting the slingshot. And there's these little teeny bells that hang there, and I was like ting, ting, and they took them a while to narrow in on it. It was fun. And my brother showed up out of the blue. I didn't realize I was this close to Seattle. I thought I was closer to California. I didn't really even bother to check on the map where Portland. I mean, this is in my map in my head. This side of the United States is kind of blurry as to what's where and what's located where. And all of a sudden, like, my brother shows up out of the blue from Seattle, and he's like, "Hey, I know you." I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" It's just like, it was unreal. I almost lost it, as I haven't seen him in 2 years, or almost 3 years since Christmas, 3 Christmases ago, and then it was very rushed and stuff, and it was just, they took me out to dinner, and it was nice to see my brother and his wife. That was the best. And then another friend from high school, I thought it was one of you guys, that watched me on YouTube, and he's like, "Can you come and meet me outside the show? I'm on a short schedule. I just picked up my parents from the airport." And because it was his company name on his Facebook Messenger that he sent me, and I didn't recognize the company name, and I get out there, and it's my friend from high school who I competed with all the time, arm wrestling, and trying for the attention of this girl that we both like. And so we were always butting heads, we were always like, we liked each other, but at the same time we always butt heads. I don't know what it was. And I remember even thinking about him on Alone, because I've been seeing him for years, rock climbing still, and he's very active in camera work and stuff, and beautiful photography. And I remember thinking of him on Alone while I was doing my little morning 20 push-ups and sit-ups, and thinking, I wonder if I could take him, that reminded of his our old competitiveness. I told him about that. He thought that was hilarious. Where did I get the beanie? I made it. I made this one. Jamie made me the 2 ones that I had on Alone. This is my beanie that I made for myself a few years earlier, and that's why she started making me orange beanies, because I liked my orange beanie I had made, but I had shrunk it at the time, so she made me a replacement. You think you will ever come to I would love to come to Alaska. Ivan Kilcher invited me to Alaska to come and visit him when I have the chance, so that would be pretty cool. For those of you just popping in, I'm sorry it's so late this morning. The Wi-Fi here is crud, and I had a hard time with it. I was not able to put up today's video, which is going to be a harvest from the sea for the 87 days video, but I'm going to do it next week. And so I'll make up for it by all these other videos I've been filming. We're going to do a mile high, I got to say it right, otherwise it sounds really bad, a mile high EDC pocket dump on the plane video that I'll put out this week, and it's gonna be cool. I got some really neat stuff from the show, and stuff that I always carry anyways that actually can go on the plane, like survival stuff that you wouldn't believe what actually makes it on the plane without issue. So I'll be showing that off in the video. Little shout out for Scottish guy, please. All right, Dave Maver, how's it going? Sorry if I read everybody's names wrong. If I try, I watched some of these other guys do live streams, and they're reading people's names. They're like, "Hey, so and so, blah 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 blah," and so fast. I just make a mess of things, so I just skip your guys' names. Sorry. Where did you get? I already read that one. Love the 87 days videos. Hello, Triumph Screen Printing. It was nice to meet you yesterday. Thank you for the fat wood. You brought me some fat wood at the show, which I've never actually played with fat wood. I've noticed some of these people's videos, they make like these videos about fat wood. Dan Walwack made a great one, and it's like got tons of views. I don't know what it is about fat wood. I've never really paid attention to it, and so I'm gonna have to play around with some of that and make my own video, or maybe use it for starting a fire in the 87 days series. So how long have you been doing this, like, survival techniques and stuff? I never studied survival to be a survivalist. I studied old books at garage sales since I bought my land in Appleton over 12 years ago. I mean, I grew up playing outdoors a lot. And I've always been somebody that makes stuff in my hands, so I've always been very creative. But I really buckled down and started collecting old books, like 15 years ago at garage sales, and really hoarding them and just like pouring through them and then going out and trying the techniques, not to be a survivalist, but to be a homesteader, so I could use the traps and techniques I learned in the old books to get the woodchuck in my garden, with a primitive snare, or to harvest plants from the wild so that I could make a wild dinner for myself, and have mushrooms from the woods, on my pizza. So, sorry about the camera flipping back and forth like this. It's not buckled down for some reason, and it's okay. So, you live in Washington. All right. Bit chilly this morning. Yeah, it's nice out here. Bit chilly. What are you talking about? I guess if you're from this area, you feel like it's chilly. It's like 37 degrees, and for me, that is like, oh, it's heavenly. It's heavenly. It's so cold at home this winter. It's been a very, like, dry, cold winter at times. I think I'm getting behind on my comments. You should come to New York. I'd come to New York, but they'd arrest me because apparently flip knives in New York are illegal. Flip knives are illegal. I'm like, that's bogus. I'm like, why is a flip knife illegal? Sharpen my flip knife with my new necklace from Wazoo. There we go. Oh, razor sharp. Always check it on your fingernail. That way you don't cut yourself. You drop it on your fingernail and then slide it back. You feel the difference when it's sharp in the right place. But anyways, I digress. You're going to make some slingshot videos. Yeah, I gotta make some slingshot videos for sure. Now that I got the wood shop set up the other day, I finally finished putting the rest of the lights in and things like that, so it's really nice out there. As nice as it can be, it's still kind of pretty rough in there and stuff, plywood on the walls, but it's good. It's got enough light so I can film the cutting out of slingshots. I'm gonna make a video about that, how I made the ski slingshot out of skis, and how I make them out of a natural fork when I cut them out of a natural fork, and then cut out a really cool design and then shape it down and stuff. I made a nice little spot in the living room where I have some more lighting too, so I can sit in front of the wood stove and do a whittling video where I carve stuff. Because I can't always go out to the shelter and sit out there unless I moved out there. Thoughts on LL Bean dropping warranty? What? My thoughts are what? Yeah, that's not. I don't know what that's all about. I hypothesized a sci-fi book once in a universe that everything had a lifetime warranty. What would be the end result? That was one of the things I thought about on Alone. Like, if it was a sci-fi universe or just a different universe where everything was lifetime warranted, you never have to buy something because it was broken. You'd only ever have to buy something because you could afford to, because you didn't spend money repairing stuff all the time, so you could buy new and better things. Would everybody be better because every company was accountable for their lifetime warranty? Name some other YouTubers you know. Other YouTubers I know? Oh geez. I know a bunch of different YouTubers. I think my favorite YouTubers to watch, though, are mostly creator, like how to be creators, like Roberto Blake and, those guys like that. I love to watch that stuff. I've been watching the Slingshot channel, though, again, recently. I just saw a video this morning where he, gets a ricochet and hits himself in the head and he's bleeding. I don't know if it's true or not, or if it's a spoof, but if it's a spoof, it's the most horrifying spoof I've ever seen, and that would be awful. Any tutorials on Are you doing any tutorials on how to carve stuff? I haven't yet, but then I set up my kind of carving area so that way I can do some more carving and stuff, and so I will. Change their LL Bean just changed their wording, and they will still replace items on question. Huh? LL Bean changed their. All right, so that bothers somebody very much. My LL Bean stuff lasts forever, so I'm not too worried, and I've never actually took them up on their warranty. Yep, out here in Oregano, Portland, Oregon. Pretty neat out here. We did go out one time to downtown to like this place where you gotta wait in a line forever to get in, just to get these food carts and this super delicious food. And it's a total hipster weirdness out here. They just craziness with all the hipsters. It's just mad with them. They're like all mustaches turned up and dancing to like older music, like Britney Spears music and stuff. It was like the weirdest thing. And the most beautiful kettle corn. Oh, they make this kettle corn in this giant vat and make a big show of it and ringing a bell. So that was really neat. Food was good too. Life is good. I met some great people at the show, and that's just been really fun. A lot of young gentlemen come to see me at the show, you know, like little guys, and were like all excited to meet me and stuff, and that's just so much fun. And we started fires together, and so that was really cool. I met a beautiful couple. I can't remember their name. I already lost it. Horrible like that. And they were just so nice, and we just had such a great time just visiting for, I don't know, we must have talked for an hour. I felt it was great. It was just nice meeting people when I go to these things that you know, have been inspired or you know, have the same interests and stuff, and we talk about things. It's just fun. My next show, I don't have a show anytime soon. I think my next one is like the main Sportsmen's Magazine show, or whatever they call it, where everybody that writes for the show and stuff like that, a main outdoors show or something like that. So I'll be bringing the reed boat to that and showing up. Hey, and you guys, the January, February, March, April issue of Backwoodsman Magazine. Guess who's in it? This guy. So look for it. I heard that it's been sent out, or it's on shelves now. So next time you're at your grocery store or whatever, pick up a copy. And the article on the Duck Hunter 3000 is in there. I can't wait to see it. I almost want to go find a grocery store this morning to see if it's in there. They said they're sending me a copy, so maybe it'll be there when I get home. I'll be heading back to Maine Monday morning, which is like an 18-hour or 16-hour flight. Unreal. Crazy long. Yeah, I do need a cameraman. Oh, I need an editing man is what I need. An editing man would be awesome, you know? Those of you that are just tuning in and you're wondering, like, well, what's going on in the world of Fowler, we will not be doing an 87 days video this week. I'm going to put it off till next week because I'm traveling here in Portland, Oregon, and it's just going to be too much. I couldn't do it. Super jet lagged and trying to edit in a hotel room, and all this was just... almost had it, and then it was just like the Wi-Fi and I couldn't do a good job for you guys, so I just wasn't going to do it. But I'll put out some cool videos this week, which was going to be awesome. Oh, got a food delivery.
Your sandwich, Mr. Fowler.
Oh, thank you. Look at that. I broke down and I'm eating carbs.
Oh, oops.
He just outed me right on camera here. Just outed me. I've been eating carbs on the trip here. Hey, my name is Terry Woody, and I've seen a good bit of the videos that there are 40 times you could choose from. What were some of them? Wait, I've seen a good bit of the videos saying that there was 40 items. Oh, 40 items. I loved every item I picked up from my 10 items. And the only thing I would Trey. Sorry, I say Terry. I will always stand by my 10 items that I choose on loan, except for I want to change my slingshot to a sling bow because they only let you have 30 pieces of ammo, so that was just ridiculous. What is up? Texas bushcraft. Egg sandwich, yes. Egg and bacon and the whole works. I won't eat that in front of you guys. This whole thing looks so beautiful, but it also looks like a beardly mess because of the nature of its scrambledness. This beautiful Portland bread, man, the bread that they make here, you know, it's worth breaking my keto diet because it's just like this, the most delicious, like all these nuts and stuff in it, and it's just like the most wholesome bread I have ever had. It's so good. Do you have a solar charger for the backpack? I don't. Whoa. Crazy dogs down there. People walking their dogs. I don't have a solar charger for my backpack, but I will soon. The Survival Frog, I think, is sending me one to do some videos on with some of their stuff at some point here. Just keep up the great work, Fowler. Thank you. I will. I'll keep working on it. That was the Wazoo guys. We're all in a it's an Airbnb or whatever. So it's but it's basically like an apartment. It's really nice. But it's not as nice with the Wi-Fi as it would have been. So I don't know how this is coming out. I hope it's not too glitchy for you guys, and we're having a nice. I'm getting your comments easily, and it looks clean. So, why do you need to charger for the backpack? We got a purist here. Is that what you're saying? You're like, why do you need to charge your phone on your backpack? You know, you just turn your phone off when you go hiking. I have an anchor that I use when I'm out and about, because that anchor, you can get like 3 or 4 days worth of like 4 or 5 charges off of it on your phone. So you don't necessarily need a charger for your backpack. Awesome. I can find the quality one, so I look forward to the review. Thank you for always answering my questions. You're welcome. Oh, you're looking for a quality one? Yeah, I think Survival Frog is awesome because they're not like they're not ridiculously expensive. They make decent quality products for the everyday man. You know, something that you can afford, so that you can afford to do more with your life instead of, you know, working all the time, so you can afford to buy the most expensive gear that is like just ridiculously overpriced and like super secure and like bomb-proof kind of thing. You know, they make good stuff. Survival Frog. My EDC knife. I won't be able to show you this in my new EDC video, Mile High EDC on a plane, pocket dump. This is dirty looking. Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter and the Swiss Army. I'm not sure which one this is. It's got the can opener. Oh, there it is. I thought it was in my pocket. I was like, no. Made me a liar. I always say I always have it. I need the can opener so you can screw it into knots and untie knots. And the scissors and the tweezers and all that stuff, and the regular knife. You know. So those are my knives that I always carry. One Swiss Army knife and one clip knife, and now the Ultimate Hunter has been on my side for a couple months now. What type of drone do you own? I use the Maverick Pro. It has been giving me all kinds of issues though lately. It's like every time I open it up to use it, something's wrong. It's not always the drone's fault. Sometimes it's like my phone's dead and I can't fly it because of that, and it's like one thing after the next. It's just annoying. I'd love a drone that was just like impossibly simple that you literally couldn't fail to use right. It would be cool. Those of you just tuning in, 87 Days will return next week. I'm traveling in Portland, Oregon for the Pacific Northwest Sportsmens Show with Wazoo doing fire starting. So Wednesday I'll put out a vlog that shows my traveling to this location and all the fun stuff I've been up to at the show, starting fires, meeting people, things like that, and the adventure part of it. And then later in the week I'll put out the Mile High EDC pocket dump of all the stuff that you would never believe I could get on a plane, but it goes right through and they have no problem with it. Do I ever plan on if I shave my beard I lose my powers? Are you kidding me? You know the story of Samson, or Delilah talked him into telling his secret, and in the Bible there, and she cut his hair, and then the Philistines were able to take him down. So I shave my beard, lose my powers, and then that's no good. Can't have that. Do you have any Wazoo cash belt for sale? I haven't been selling all of their stuff, and I think I'm just going to put an affiliate link in my videos so that people can buy the stuff. I was thinking about possibly though picking up a cash belt or two just to put on my website, because I'm wearing one right now. Right there, it's the coolest thing, the cash belt, and now my cash belt has slingshot ammo in it. Look at that. Pretty slick, huh? So, and in this, unlike other cash belts, the Wazoo cash belt, you can access it while you're wearing it. That's the bomb. You don't have to take it off and unzip it. You can access any part of it as you go around. Just stick your finger in, unzip a little bit, and pull your cash out, or a piece of your survival kit, depending on what you load your belt up with. And they got the new Heidi hat, I've been calling it, which has like a ceramic fire starter, and a ceramic knife in it. It's pretty cool, and you got plenty of room for some other stuff in there too. Do you prefer bank line or paracord to carry in the woods? Bank line. Bank line is the best. Paracord is great if that's the only thing you're allowed to have, like on a loan. But bank line doesn't have as many strands. It's there's just not. There's just not as much stuff as you can do with it, I get it, without having more yards of it. When you're limited to a certain amount of yards, you're not going to get as many strands and as many uses out of it as you can out of a thing of paracord, especially if your paracord is Titan paracord, survival paracord, with the extra strands of fishing line, copper, and jute line for starting fires. I know everybody says that some people are saying you should make a Fowler beanie, but if I made a Fowler beanie, you'd have all these gorgeous orange-hatted gentlemen running around, and there can be only one. No, I'm just kidding. Sounds really conceited. I was just joking though. Dude, you are so great. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Gordon. Thank you, Gordon. Why do you have a main? What? Did somebody just ask why? Oh, don't you have? I'm not from Maine. A Maine adopted me after winning on a loan, but technically I am from Vermont. A long time Vermont. You can tell if I'll say Vermont. I say Vermont. I'm from Vermont, and that's why I don't have a Maine accent. I do assimilate some of the Maine accent in some of the words I say sometimes. Like, you got to say it on the inhale. That's a Maine thing right there. You say, breathing in and saying, and that's a but on the intake. It's great to meet you yesterday. Yes, it was. There he is. That is the guy I was just talking about a couple minutes ago, and his girlfriend or wife. I don't know. We didn't get into that, but it was nice to meet you guys. Dennis, we had a good long talk visiting. Seriously, thank you again for allowing direct questions. They have helped me out greatly. You're welcome. Question. Okay. What you eat a lot of? Man, I'm having a hard time reading your question. Rephrase it, make it smaller if you want me to read it, because that's just too much. Love the beard, dude, epic. I trimmed it for the first time yesterday in like 3 months. So, and I used my Sticky Buddy I got at the show. Anybody seen Sticky Buddy? If you've seen the Sticky Buddy joke, you can't. Oh my goodness. I do not miss building boats. Hello, Michael Dunges. Hey, buddy. Friend from high school. This is the time for friends from high school. That's crazy. That running into him here, Sean O'Connor, just boom. Like, I thought, somebody else, and he's like, "Can you meet me outside? I don't have time to come in." And stuff. Went outside, and it's like my brother shows up, out of the blue. He's like, "I think you're close to me," and then all of a sudden, 3 hours later, there he was with his wife, and they took me out to dinner. No 87 Days video this week. Check it out next Sunday. It's going to be all about the bounty of the ocean, the bounty of the sea, or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to name it. Do you do any big game hunting in Maine? I'd love to come to Maine. Yeah, I haven't. I've deer hunted a bunch. Never got anything. Never been successful at it. There really isn't a lot. I need to if I'm going to do it, I need to move to a different location. I would like to do it with a sling bow, so I'm thinking I'm actually going to have to go to another state so I can practice. I practice with it, but I can't shoot anything with it in Maine unless they change the laws. Day is going good. Call of the Wild, what's up? Friends show up randomly. They sure do. Oregon. Did I spell that right? A couple people have said Oregon. I don't know if I spelled it right because the Wi-Fi was so slow I can't do voice to text to check myself. Out here doing a show with Wazoo, if that's a question, the Oregon statement. What is the total time it took to build your shelter in 87 days? I have to look at the Wizard staff to be completely sure. On the show they said day 40, but that was showing while I was doing some other stuff in it. So I think technically though, it was I started around day 12 and I finished 18 days or something like that after 18 days. So it was 18 or 20 days, and then I moved into it. So it was literally a month from the start of my time there till I moved into it. Let's see. And come to Africa, please. That'd be fun. Have you met Bear? I have not met. I've not met Bear Grylls. Somebody was like, my mom was like, you need to get on the Bear Grylls show. And I think if I did get on Bear Grylls show, I'd probably be scorned by a lot of the people in my own. He's kind of got a bad name amongst the survivalists. I don't know. I don't really care. I just have fun. I did not go to church today. I am going to the show, skipping church, because I'm out here in Portland, Oregon. So hopefully I'll survive. What do you love about it? Does it help you? Vet. What do you love about it? Does it help you somehow? What do I love about what? About going to church? Better believe it helps. What's your favorite food? Pizza still is my favorite food. Hardest thing in the world to replicate with a keto diet, but I found these keto-friendly burrito wraps that are low carb enough it doesn't throw you out of the diet completely, and then so you make a real thin crust pizza. It's not as good as my old deep dish pizza with the rosemary and the olive oil at the bottom, and a deep dish in a cast iron pan on a wood-fired grill, and then just in the fettuccine alfredo and tomato sauce, and then cheese and fresh herbs from the garden, and fried eggplant. You gotta dry your eggplant a little bit with some salt on it for a half an hour.